Welcome to this Lean Six Sigma Black Belt module on the Kano model. In this session, we will explore how customer satisfaction can be better understood and managed using this powerful model. The Kano model helps us classify customer requirements into different categories such as basic needs, performance needs, and delight factors. Understanding these categories allows teams to prioritize features and improvements based on what will most positively impact customer satisfaction. This tool is especially useful in the define and analyze phases of DMAG, when identifying critical to quality requirements and designing the voice of customer (VOC) strategy. Let's dive in and learn how the Kano model supports customer-centric product and process development. In this slide, we're introducing the Kano model, a customer satisfaction framework developed by Professor Noriaki Kano. The model classifies customer needs into 5 distinct categories, which help us understand how different types of features impact customer satisfaction. Let's briefly look at each category. Basic needs must be. These are the fundamental expectations. If these are missing, the customer is dissatisfied, but if they're met, the customer may not even notice. Performance needs, one-dimensional. These are features where customer satisfaction increases linearly with performance. The better you deliver, the happier the customer. Excitement needs, delighters. These are unexpected features that pleasantly surprise the customer. Their absence doesn't cause dissatisfaction, but their presence creates delight. Indifferent needs. Features that the customer doesn't care about much. Whether present or absent, they don't impact satisfaction. Reverse needs. Features that some customers may like, but others might dislike. It's important to understand the target segment here. This slide introduces the Kano curve, a visual representation of how different types of product or service features impact customer satisfaction. On the graph, the y-axis represents customer satisfaction, from dissatisfaction at the bottom to high satisfaction at the top. The x-axis represents level of feature execution or fulfillment, from poor or no performance on the left to excellent performance on the right. Each Kano category we discussed earlier, basic, performance, excitement, indifferent, reverse, is plotted as a different curve on this graph. This curve helps us visualize the relationship between how well a feature is delivered and how it affects customer perception. As we go to the next slide, we will see the actual shape of these curves for each category. Now let's look at the first category of the Kano model. Basic needs, also called must-be requirements. These are features that the customer expects by default. They're not optional, they're assumed to be present. Their key characteristics are 1. They are expected and taken for granted. 2. If these needs are missing, the customer becomes dissatisfied. 3. However, even if they are fulfilled perfectly, they don't increase satisfaction. They simply avoid complaints. Think of them as the minimum hygiene level that a product or service must meet. Not having them creates a negative experience, but having them doesn't create delight. Examples: a clean bed in a hotel room. No one will be thrilled by it. But if it's dirty, the customer will definitely complain. A secure login in an app. We expect our personal data to be safe. A car with working brakes. Absolutely necessary, not optional. Next, we explore the second category of the Kano model, performance needs, also known as linear or one-dimensional requirements. These are features where customer satisfaction increases proportionally with performance. Simply put, the better you deliver, the more satisfied the customer becomes, and the worse the performance, the more dissatisfaction builds. Unlike basic needs, performance needs are visible to the customer and actively influence buying decisions. These features compete in the marketplace and customers usually compare them across products. Key characteristics: directly proportional to satisfaction. More is better. Higher speed, longer life, better efficiency. Examples: internet speed, higher speed, chahte, happier customer. Battery life of a phone, longer battery, better user experience. Fuel efficiency in a car. The more mileage, the more satisfaction. These are the features customers often talk about and expect companies to improve over time. Now let's talk about the third category of the Kano model: excitement needs, also called delighters. These are features that customers don't expect, but when they receive them, it creates a very strong positive emotional response. They help differentiate your brand and often lead to word-of-mouth promotion because they surprise and delight the customer. Key characteristics: unexpected but highly appreciated. Create emotional satisfaction and brand loyalty. Their absence doesn't cause dissatisfaction, but their presence gives you a competitive edge. Examples: a free room upgrade at a hotel. The customer didn't expect it, but it made their day. Complimentary, fast shipping feels like a bonus over the usual delivery time. Noise cancellation in mid-range headphones. Not usually expected in this price range, but it delights the customer. In Lean Six Sigma terms, these features often emerge from a deep understanding of the voice of the customer. VOC. Let's now move on to the fourth category of the Kano model: indifferent needs. These are features or attributes that do not influence customer satisfaction, either positively or negatively. Whether they are present or absent, customers don't really care. Investing effort in these features adds no real value to the customer experience. Key points: they have no impact on satisfaction. If you overinvest in them, it may lead to wastage of time, effort, and cost. These are often internal design choices or low-priority visual aspects that customers rarely notice. Examples: the color of a cable inside a desktop computer. The customer doesn't see or care about it. The animation speed of a splash screen. Most users either skip it or don't pay attention to it. As process designers or product developers, it's crucial to identify and minimize effort spent on indifferent needs, so that energy is better spent on features that actually matter to the customer. Welcome to reverse needs. This refers to a unique situation where some customers dislike a feature that others really love. It's quite common in highly personalized or technical products. For example, autoplay videos. Some people enjoy them because they make browsing seamless, but others find them annoying and intrusive. Another example is excessive automation. In a traditionally manual system, too much automation may actually frustrate users who prefer control or simplicity. This type of need requires deep customer understanding because adding such features without careful analysis can alienate a portion of the market. This slide explains the basic structure of the Kano Questionnaire. For each product feature, the Kano model suggests asking 2 questions. 1. Functional question: how do you feel if this feature is present? Possible answers include: I like it, I expect it, I'm neutral, etc. This helps us understand the positive perception of a feature. Second dysfunctional question: how do you feel if this feature is not present? Answers may be: I dislike it, I'm fine, or I expect it to be missing. This helps us measure how much a customer will miss or tolerate the absence of a feature. By analyzing responses to both questions, we can categorize features as basic, performance, delighting, indifferent, or even reverse. This slide shows the Kano evaluation table, which helps us classify customer responses into 5 categories based on how they react to the presence or absence of a feature. The classification is done using the crosstab of functional and dysfunctional responses from the Kano Questionnaire. The 5 categories are: 1. Must be. These are basic expectations. If not fulfilled, customers are dissatisfied, but if fulfilled, they don't feel particularly happy. 2. One-dimensional. More of this feature leads to more satisfaction. Less of it leads to dissatisfaction. Performance-based. 3. Exciter, delighters. Features that surprise and delight customers when present, but customers don't miss them if they're absent. 4. Indifferent. These features don't really affect satisfaction, whether present or not. Reverse. Features that some customers dislike even when others like them. For example, autoplay videos or too much automation. In this slide, we see how 2 powerful tools, Kano Model and QFD, Quality Function Deployment, can be integrated for better product design and customer satisfaction. Kano Model helps us categorize and prioritize customer needs based on their emotional response. Whether a feature delights, is expected, or causes dissatisfaction. QFD takes those prioritized needs and translates them into technical specifications, which engineers and designers can use to build the product. By using both together, we ensure we are not just building the product right, but we're building the right product. This slide highlights the 3 common pitfalls practitioners face while applying the Kano model or integrating it with QFD. 1. Using generic VOC not aligned to context. Collecting customer feedback is essential, but using generic or irrelevant VOC can misguide the analysis. Always tailor VOC collection to the specific product or service context. 2. Misinterpreting delighters as performance needs. Delighters are meant to surprise and exceed expectations. If you treat them like performance needs, you risk over-designing or misunderstanding customer emotions. 3. Forgetting that Kano categories shift over time. What delights customers today might become a basic expectation tomorrow. Continuous VOC analysis is necessary to keep up with evolving customer expectations. Let's wrap up this topic with the key takeaways. 1. Kano Model segments customer needs by emotional value. It doesn't just classify features. It tells us how customers feel about them, whether they're expected, exciting, or somewhere in between. 2. Must be. Performance and excitement needs impact satisfaction differently. Not all needs are equal. Some simply prevent dissatisfaction, others directly influence satisfaction, and some create real delight. 3rd Kano analysis enhances innovation and prioritization. It helps teams focus not only on what's required, but also what can wow the customer. 4. Works best when combined with VOC, QFD, and market research. Kano isn't a standalone tool. To be truly effective, use it alongside voice of customer data, quality function deployment, and solid market insights.